We're live.
Chris is here.
What's
hey
up?
guys, it's Landmark Live. We're on the
2
road.
weeks in a row.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. We have
a record.
We'll have a union contract soon, won't we, Chris? But yeah,
Yes.
This is Landmark Live. We're on the road at the Backstop Bar and Grill on Cosby in Southern Platte County.
Beautiful
Beautiful night to get out.
Beautiful Eastern Parkville.
Yes, that's where we are. It's
Western
near
Kansas City.
Yeah. Just call it the Northland, Chris. It's the Backstop Bar and
God's
Grill.
country.
It's-
Really,
we are in God's country.
What are we doing with the shirt?
Love it.
What is
Love
going
it.
on?
Guys, you're going to have to,
Holy Pete.
talk loud tonight.
Chiefs!
So you can hear me over my shirt.
Oh, yeah. No, come on in.
Look,
Come on in. Here's Kirk. Everybody say hi to Kirk.
Kirk from the
Oh, yeah.
Backstop taking good care of us tonight. You come on out. He'll take good care of you.
That's good.
Uh,
Best food, best wings. I had wings here the other day. And how cold is that mug?
this mug was minus 3 degrees when I touched it.
That's cold.
Yeah, it's very
That's
cold. Which makes the beer very cold, too, which is another thing we like.
This is great.
So
I love
coldest beer in town. Come on out, Backstop Bar and Grill on Cosby. We'll talk to Kirk and maybe one of the other employees here soon.
Yeah.
It's a great place to come do a show and great place for you to come watch the game.
Well, as you said, it's the hottest bar in town.
I think you said that. No, I
Well,
said that.
No,
Okay.
you said
No,
that. We both said
come
it.
on, I don't want to take credit for
It could
that.
be the beers talking. It's
good.
Whatever.
Hey, we're going to talk Chiefs tonight. If you haven't heard, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl.
Our Chiefs?
Yeah, our
Kansas City
Chiefs. First time in
Woohoo!
50 years. We are back in that Super Bowl, Chris.
Back, finally.
Yes.
Back where we belong.
All right.
Mahomes.
And Mahomes. Listen,
He's not bad.
he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's
I think he's going to be okay. He's has a couple pretty good playoff games, you'd have to say. out of Mahomes.
Did you see the one where he did the thing and then he did the thing and
Yeah,
then
and then he
ran
dragged
down
it.
the
Yeah,
sideline?
and then that one
And he
play where he
dragged the
dragged
three
his
guys?
foot.
Yeah, that was pretty
and then,
cool.
And then that 27-yard run against the Titans the other day might have been the play of the year.
I think and then we were talking about Mitch Holtis last week, but I think he was right. That might be top 2 or 3 of when they put him in Canton.
And
That's
you know
going
they
to
will.
be top 2 or 3 right there for sure.
Definitely was. It had me jumping up and down in my living room, Chris. Were you going nuts?
I was going nuts. I was sick that day. My wife was gone. My son was gone. So I was home at the couch, which is good because I have a very physical emotion when I watch the Chiefs games. So I'm up screaming and I'm yelling and I'm coughing. And
You also have a physical attachment to your couch on some days.
Also true. Sometimes I can't get off. Sometimes I am physically unable to get off my couch.
Right.
But that's a different story altogether. But no, I was exactly where I wanted to be, so I can yell and scream. We got down again.
What is
for
up
the
with that?
second week in a row? But once Patrick took off, it's over.
What's up with the slow starts? in
I don't
playoff
know.
Games? And what's up with the drop passes? Let's be critical. We're in the Super Bowl, so we
this
got
is
to
what I'm
critique.
saying. Well,
right?
no, Travis Kelce the last 2 weeks
Yeah.
has started slow.
Yes, couple of drops.
Maybe maybe we tell him that the game starts a little earlier so that we all just go straight to the second quarter. When the Chiefs, I want to say in the last 2 weeks, the Chiefs have scored like 70 points in the second quarter. It's ridiculous.
We've owned it.
We've owned
You know,
the
it's-
second
it's
quarter.
like we're playing the Raiders
Second
every
quarter
time.
champs.
Yes.
Second quarter Super Bowl champs.
That's what we do. Listen, come on down. We are Landmark Live, and we are at the Backstop Bar and Grill on Cosby, just off I-29 and 64th Street.
Keep talking.
Exit.
This is good stuff.
And Chris has dived into the food. What are you
Yes, I have.
eating there exactly? They call this.
These are the Irish nachos. Yeah.
Looking nice. I gotta try that out. Kirk, our bartender,
Kirk
taking
says
good
yes.
care of us. Yeah, taking good care of us.
This
So-
is bar's owned by Sean Melton. He was unable to be here today. North Kansas City High School graduate, friend of ours. This is a cool bar. This is like if you're looking for just a chill bar to watch some sports, to
Right.
watch whatever basketball game might be on tonight, whatever football game might be on. I'm gonna bet you this place is pretty hopping on Sundays.
I've seen some pictures where they've had good crowds for
Yeah.
Chiefs games. Really
Very
good
cool.
crowds.
This would be just the perfect. Food's great. Beers are cold.
TVs are sweet.
TVs are TVing.
Great pictures.
Yeah.
And it's very pristine in here, Chris. You know, no one has lost their lunch. You know, in
Not
here.
yet.
No one has like bumped
No,
into
it's
the
still
wall or
early.
anything.
It's a little early, but yeah.
Very awesome.
No,
Very
this has been open, I want to say, since October, and so it's still got that kind of new vibe to it, and it really feels like you just kind of stumbled across this gem in the Northland, and you know it's kind of behind a couple of businesses, but once you find it, man, I think it's going to be your go-to bar on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Love it.
Exactly. And game days too. Yeah, right.
Game days, exactly.
Listen, we've got about 10 days to dissect this upcoming game against San Fran.
What's there to dissect?
Well, you know, do you have an early prediction, or should we save it? Tease that.
No, I'll tell you what. This is one of the closest lines from Vegas in recent memory. I want to say it's still 1.5. I want to say the line is still pretty close.
Yeah.
Basically a pick 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Two best tight ends in the game. You've got one of the best quarterbacks, one of the best offenses against one of the best defenses in the game, and that's really what you want to see in a Super Bowl.
Well, it's like you've always said, who doesn't love a tight end? Really,
strength on strength. It's all about the tight end, right? As I've always said, famously.
You have always said that. Yeah.
Usually in private, but whatever. That's fine. We can say it on the internet. That's no problem. But no, I think this is going to be a very well-matched game, and I'm not confident that we're going to destroy the Niners. I do think that if Mahomes has just any sort of success in the second half, we're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
I think we'll win by a touchdown for sure.
All right, you're saying touchdown. I'm probably thinking, I was just thinking in there, maybe like a 28-24-ish game, something like that, with the Chiefs on top.
So let's talk a little bit about this. The over-under, I want to say is 53. Did I see that right? This has got to be the easiest over bet I've ever seen in my life.
You think so?
I mean, come on, man. It's Patrick Mahomes, who regularly puts up 35. And then all you need is 21 from the other team, and you're done.
Have you seen that San Fran defense?
Well, I mean, they pass like once a year. That's fine. But no, they grind it out. I think this is an easy over bet. And I was hanging out with somebody the other day that says the only two bets he ever makes every year is he always bets the over the Super Bowl, and he always bets the over national anthem. So the national anthem, I want to say, is set at like 1 minute 42. It's Demi Lovato singing the national anthem this year. I think those are your two bets. I think you bet the over, and you bet the over on the anthem. And then I don't ask for 20% of your winnings, but, I mean, I'll take it.
But you cover the 20% of losses as well, just in case, on the outside chance.
Well, that's a good question, Ivan. The answer is no.
Okay.
The answer is I do not.
You're just like the touts in Vegas.
Well, I mean, this is what my dad always told me. He says those light bulbs out there don't buy themselves.
Right.
It's like, that's what I'm saying.
You're not actually making the bet for them. You're just making a recommendation.
Entertainment purposes only.
That's right. That's right.
Bet responsibly. 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Yes. And I read a story in the Star where they were talking about places you can go to actually bet in the areas, like 150 miles maybe you could drive to some place in Iowa that has a sports book and place a legal bet like Chris always does. He never
Do you not have the internet on your computer?
He never bets illegally.
No.
Technically, that online sports
betting.
So
here's the thing, and I mean, this time next year, sports betting and probably marijuana will be legal. And that's, which is A, just kind of the way of the world, and B, it's going to make for some really fun landmark lives.
Well, yeah.
Moving forward.
Especially if we have a live audience.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We could be taking bets and
stuff.
Something.
Yeah.
Dot.
Yeah. If you're just tuning in, it's Landmark Live.
Were you high when you bought that shirt?
Yeah. No, I bought it from someone that was high.
I'll bet you were.
This is actually, where I got this shirt. I want to tell the story.
I want to know.
Now everybody wants one.
I want to know.
I don't think there are any. I think they're sold out. I
would hope.
I think I bought the only one.
This is the one of a kind, man.
What I saw this ad on Facebook. It was like August. I was sitting in the living room watching a Chiefs preseason game and just scrolling through Facebook.
You bought that this year?
I bought that this year. Now look,
Oh, that's
knowing that we
fantastic.
were going to make the Super Bowl, of course.
Holy crap!
Yeah, and
And
so
it's got the Chiefs logo on the back. Can you turn around? Can you show
well,
the? Can you
I
show
certainly can.
the actual Chiefs logo? Look
yeah, I
at
got-
that. That's a fine
Guys,
quality item right there. That's a
this-
high quality item.
Be taking bids on this later for
Yeah, you
charity
will.
purposes. But
You won't even wash it.
no,
Sell
no.
it just
I've
right
worn
off
it.
it- right off
I've
his
worn
back.
it. How many times have I worn it in the past 2 weeks? Probably 10 times.
Well, now you have to keep wearing it. That's all
yeah,
I'm
because
saying.
I've worn it during the 2 playoff games just for good luck. Of course,
Right.
it has not let us down yet. And so anyway, it was a Facebook order, and I had to wait several weeks. I thought the season was going to be over before it finally got here, but it did make it in, and thank goodness it did. Thank
Was it-
goodness it did.
I mean, this clearly was
It clearly
was created in some sort of
it
a
was a sweatshop.
back,
It was a sweatshop.
backwoods warehouse
Sweatshop
in
production. Probably something owned by
Eastern
Oprah.
Asia.
But-
I'm gonna bet,
But
just to guess.
yes, I think it's worked out fine though, Chris. You're just jealous, Chris.
I am. All I have got is a stupid
All you got
scarf
was a scarf.
that I paid probably $45 for at Arrowhead when I was cold last year at the playoffs. So it's another story for another time.
Good times. Hey,
Anywho,
yes, come on out. We're at the Backstop Bar and Grill talking Chiefs, who, by the way, are in the Super Bowl. I went back and I watched the highlights of the 69-70 season, which
Right.
was the last time the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And one of the highlights for me was the tail end. They were showing the parade. And who was announcing the parade?
got to be Bill
Grigsby. Oh, and you know,
Bryce Chopper.
I,
Right?
I had forgotten about the gambling investigation that was going on in Detroit during Super Bowl week, and Lenny Dawson's name had come up in it. Some guy named Dawson in Detroit had
Must have been Earl Dawson.
made
It can't be
made
Leonard.
2 phone calls to Leonard during that season. It was a big deal for about a week, and then it all just went away because Leonard said, "I don't even know this guy." But it was interesting. I'd forgotten all about that until I watched.
Was
that
this
video
the
today.
Super Bowl? And they probably one of the cool things about this bar is they have all kinds of like old Sports Illustrated covers on here.
Right.
But was that the Super Bowl where Leonard is smoking a cigarette and drinking a Pepsi
Yeah.
at halftime, sitting
Well-
on a folding chair?
If that's
I think it is, wasn't
okay,
it?
it had to be because
Yeah.
no, that might have been Super Bowl
Might
one.
have been Super Bowl one.
Because he had a white uniform on that day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
in Super Bowl
We were
4,
wearing reds?
we had the red.
Okay.
Okay,
I got
pretty sure. But yeah, great. And I remembered I was only 6, almost 7 years old, and my dad, big football fan, and my dad loved the fact that the AFL, as it was called then, was kicking the butt of the NFL champion.
The youngsters, the
Minnesota
up and comers,
Vikings,
right?
And late in that game, it's like 16-7, late third quarter. Lenny throws that pass out, little curl route to Otis Taylor. Otis catches it, breaks a tackle, and just runs down the sideline for a touchdown that basically put the game out of reach. Made it 23-7. And there was no going for 2 back in those days. Remember? So you got a 16-point lead to pretty much lose.
That was the matriculate the ball down
Yes,
the field.
yes.
Come on, Leonard, let's
Yes,
matriculate the ball
Yes,
down the
yes,
field now.
Yes, and I remember
Hank
my dad
Strand,
jumping
my
up off the
goodness.
couch when that play happened. Said they're going to
No.
beat them. It was just, and that was
That's
the
so
last
cool.
game. That was the last game of the AFL because the 2 leagues, merged.
You're 35 years old. How
That's
do you
right.
remember
I don't.
this? This is
well,
nuts.
time travel. It's an awesome
Goofy.
thing.
Well, that's fine.
Come on out. We're at the Backstop Bar and Grill.
Did you ever meet Bill Grigsby?
Yes, many times.
Have you met him many times? Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
yes, I
Parkville,
did.
Parkville native, obviously.
Yes,
native of these surroundings. We broadcast from his
Yes.
statue before.
Yes, we have.
Several times actually.
Yes, we have. And Griggs was always polite in person. And when we met him at Tiffany Green's one time when George Brett was out there playing in a charity golf tournament with Tom Watson, and Griggs was out there doing some of the ceremonial stuff.
At a golf tournament?
Yeah, ceremonial
Oh my.
stuff. And,
Oh boy.
And I wish Cindy, one of our camera girls, was here because Grigsby got in this habit at any time he was at an event and Landmark was there and Cindy was there, he would go up and plant a big old wet kiss on Cindy's cheek. And so she just got to love that so much.
I bet she did.
I wish she was here to tell us how much she loved that.
What kind of life what must that man have had? I only met him once, and it was downtown. I used to have a job working it for a law firm downtown a million years ago.
Yes.
And it was Red Friday. Where they get up early and they sell the newspapers and they sell the flags and stuff. And so downtown, my office was at 1200 Main, and I walked outside, and there's Bill Grigsby and the Tony DePardo, and they're both standing there, and it's 8:30 in the morning, and they are 7 sheets to the wind. I mean, they are.
Surely not. Are you sure this was Bill Grigsby?
Yeah. Grigsby and DePardo. And DePardo's playing his horn and whatever, and they're playing, when the Saints come marching in, and Grigsby, and they're handing out newspapers and whatever, and then he just comes up to me and just shakes my hand and says, "How you doing?" And I gave him a $5 bill.
Well, there you go.
To go away. Pretty much so.
Griggs was
crazy guy.
Entertaining. Go to downtown Parkville and just pay homage to Bill Grigsby.
Absolutely.
As we
I mean, would you not want to be immortalized
with holding a martini?
Holding a martini, and he's got they like to dress him up in chief stuff, and he's holding a martini, and he's just looking upon the downtown streets of Parkville. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
So neat.
One day we'll have a statue of you out front of the landmark,
holding
a Bud Light mug,
in the fetal position, late on my submission.
We're at the Backstop Bar and Grill. It's on Cosby Avenue, right? Just a little ways off I-29, 64th Street.
Everybody knows 64th Street. Just don't show up right at 5 o'clock because it'll take you half an hour.
Yeah, what is up with those
get on the exit? So.
Oh, the intersection there. Come on,
show
MoDOT.
Up at 4:30. Show up at 5:30. Just don't show up right at 5 o'clock because everybody that lives in Riss Lake apparently all leaves downtown at the same time.
And the traffic is backed up onto I-29 trying to take the exit. It's silliness.
Fine.
We know one guy who's in the audience here. If he gets elected Platte County Commissioner, I think he will address that issue.
Oh,
even though that's a state issue.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can talk to him about that.
We might
figure out what these politicians are going to clean up.
That's one
thing.
I love it. We demand an improvement at I-29 to 64th Street. Chris,
nachos are good.
I
will. Don't worry.
The Irish nachos, guys. Come on down and enjoy those if you enjoy nothing else. But why would you not partake in a glass of beer where the mugs are -3 degrees? Mm-hmm. That's better than Twin Peaks.
Yes.
It's better than Twin Peaks. Chris working on his third or fourth mug there.
It's fine.
So here we are talking Chiefs now. I wish the props were out. Have you looked online to see any props? You can make prop bets on the Super Bowl.
Just the national anthem. I looked that one up. Of course, you can bet on the coin flip. You can bet on who's going to score first, who's not going to score first.
Right.
I did read an article the other day that always said, bet the field. Anytime you have is Patrick Mahomes going to score first? Is Travis Kelce going to score first? Always bet the field on those because you have the best chance. But again, don't ever bet on a prop bet ever in your life. But if you're gonna bet the field, always bet the over on the anthem.
Excellent.
There you go. Make your money.
One of the prop bets that I like to make is just a friendly wager because sports betting is illegal in Missouri. I would like to make friendly wagers on the total sacks in the game. How many sacks do you think there will be in this game?
My goodness. So Chris Jones is healthy.
Right. It's been my most profitable friendly wager prop bet in the past.
Mahomes is very mobile quarterback.
Yes.
So you got to think that he may only get sacked once. I think Jones can get to
Jimmy G
a couple of times.
I would hope so.
I would, but I mean, is that an over/under bet, or
it's
you just
an
have to
over/under?
I would probably bet an under.
Yeah, that's
I would
typically what I do. I'm an under better. I would guess what the over/under on that's going to be 3.5 or something like that.
I would bet the under on that. That seems like
that's one to look at if you're in a place that will accept a wager. Because where do you go to do something like
this? Is just usually friends.
This is friends
trading baseball cards in the alley.
Absolutely,
it's fine.
So that's one to look at. I like to look at that one. Total passing yards sometimes gets good, but now that's kind of a tricky one. I would be anxious to see what they've got Jimmy G down for over/under on his passing yards because he's hardly thrown the ball in the playoffs at all.
I want to say Mahomes has like 320 yards in the first game. really close to 300, but just under. I want to say at 290 or something in game 2. So I would think that they're going to air it out. I mean, what I would be interested is the over/under on rushing yards for Patrick Mahomes. I would say if it's 50 or 60, I would take the over on that, wouldn't you?
Well,
I mean, even though that's a high number for a rushing quarterback, I mean, he had I want to say 87 yards or something last week. So
they're going to have him moving. Let's put it that way. San
Heck,
Francisco's
their defense is outstanding.
Their defensive line is going to be a problem. So they're going to pressure Mahomes. So he's going to have to be moving, and so he'll get some scramble yards for sure. So that's an interesting prop. I wish we had some numbers on that. If you guys know those props.
Well, while we're interviewing our guest, I may look up.
Okay, you look
a
some of those
couple
up. We should have done that before the show.
Absolutely.
If we actually did show prep.
All kind of preparation.
Yeah, we usually do show prep while the show's going on. Really,
yeah,
what we do.
Good stuff.
When we get Kirk on here to talk about his Irish nachos and his -3-degree glasses.
Oh, heck yeah.
Kirk, would you like to come on and speak
on over,
about
man.
the Backstop
Talk
Bar and
to us.
Grill? This is our new best
Here, I'll
friend.
scoot over. Why don't you sit there and then I'll get a couple of.
Okay, you're gonna update.
Yeah, come
Come
on
over
here,
here,
Kirk.
Sit in the guest chair. Sit in the big chair. Just
grab
over
my
there.
beer.
Grab it pretty.
Yes,
You look great.
You can't compete with my shirt, though. I mean, when I first walked
No,
in
I
here,
most
you were
certainly
all over
cannot.
my shirt.
No, I was not.
A little bit. You were very jealous of my shirt. I mean,
It's pretty.
it's very pretty. It's a very pretty shirt. Kirk, how long have you worked here at the Backstop? Since the inception?
Yeah, pretty much. I've known Sean for several years, and he and I go way back. So he and I go way back.
All right.
Uh,
Now, tell us again. Now, these seriously, the peeps need to know. This is a -3-degree mug.
Yeah, these mugs are kept at -3 degrees. Sean's favorite thing is cold beer. He loves cold beer, so whenever he wants one, whenever he's here, I have to reach back into the back and, frostbite my way back there. I literally did have frostbite damage on my fingertips from working here. Those glasses are that cold.
No kidding. That's awesome. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So now, what's the temperature of the beer that you're dropping in these -3-degree mugs? Any idea?
Very cold as well.
Very cold. Okay, very cold.
It's very cold.
It doesn't seem to be bothering Chris. He'll drink it no matter
I
what.
can confirm it's
So,
very cold.
Yes.
Now, what brand of beer do you sell the most of here at the Backstop?
Everything, especially if it's on tap. We've got Boulevard products. Right now we've got the Nutcracker Ale, which is their winter seasonal. It's fantastic. One of my personal favorites is the Space Camper. Love me a good IPA. We've got a great Alaskan Coles, Casey Beer Company Dunkel. Sean's also about supporting locals, so he wants to do a lot of things locally. Locally sources a lot of the food products as well.
What's the hit on the menu?
The Cuban sandwich. Cuban sandwich is the way to go. Yeah. Locally sourced bread and turkey, by the way. And you want to go with the beer battered fries, absolutely, for your side. The fries are, I've heard from everyone, highly addictive, and they actually retain their crisp even cold.
Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've never had a fry like that.
Now, you work in here on game days?
You haven't? I haven't worked a game day yet, but I've heard that bottles like that needs to be turned down. I will get that right away. I'll be right back.
Chris, jump back in here. Jump back in here while Kirk does his real job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kirk is very good on camera, by the way. I think he wants
He's way more
I think
photogenic
he
than I
wants a
am.
job. But anyway, we're at the Backstop Bar and Grill on Cosby,
Had to get my
Just-
so.
east. I'm sorry, just west of I-29 off of 64th Street.
64th Street, God's Country, right
Yes.
here. Gotcha. All right, we do have a couple of bets here.
We did. What are they? What's the prop?
So obviously, Super Bowl winner is Chiefs -1.5.
Okay.
So we got that. Will a sign be shown during the telecast that Epstein didn't kill himself?
I love it. That is awesome.
Will the winner of the Super Bowl attend the White House? Number of players carted off the field. That's kind of a dark one. Let's see. A couple of these got a little weird here. Will Antonio Brown be arrested during the Super Bowl?
That's awesome.
These are some good ones.
Where are you getting these props?
This is from mybookie.com.
Okay.
I don't know,
That's good.
whatever. Will a fan run onto the field? Yes or no? NFL player. Let's see. Son of a bitch. Will D Ford line up offsides? That's good stuff. Number of players arrested in Miami before the game or after the game. Yeah, these are some good ones. This is some of the. Will the game be delayed 15 minutes for any reason? Suspensions. So those are maybe some more alternative prop bets.
Very
I'll try to
alternative.
find some more traditional prop bets, but that's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, the prop bets are the best because they really allow you to, just get a little weird at your Super Bowl party. Do you host a Super Bowl party
just
every year?
small, because I like to concentrate on the game. I don't like to be in a public place during the game because I want to concentrate. If the Chiefs are involved, I gotta be concentrating on the game. I'm not there to party.
No,
Are
I'm
you the
a
same
big
way?
foodie. We have a tradition. We always usually get some wings from somewhere, or I make some wings. I think I've got my son talked into having some of his friends over, so then I can host.
Yeah.
We can make some, appetizers, some pigs in a blanket, some wings, some, smoke something, make a brisket or something.
Yeah.
So we can do. We've got some options that way.
There you go.
But we'll have to see. Couple years ago, he said a bunch of people were coming over. I made a bunch of food, and nobody showed up. So I ate it all. Obviously.
Well, if you run into that problem, let me know.
I'll tell you what a good place to watch the Super Bowl is right here at Backstop Bar and Grill.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Kirk,
I do.
Kirk agreed with us.
Kirk, I was going to get Kirk back on the
This
camera.
would be a great place because they got. The food's awesome. The beer's cold.
We could rent it out as a private landmark party.
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, do that.
I mean, all the people on your invite list
Well,
would be
of course.
ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but I gotta. If it's a Chiefs game, I don't want a lot of people around who aren't really watching.
No,
the game.
I'm with
I
you.
want-
I'm a yeller. I'm
Yeah.
a screamer. I anticipate this is going to be a close game.
Yes,
and
me
I'm
too.
not good with close games.
No.
I was not good the first quarter 2 weeks ago. I was not a good personal
You weren't
place.
in a good frame of
I wasn't
mind.
I wasn't in a good personal state. I was very emotional. And I was not, as you would say, professional or couth.
Okay. Yeah.
I was uncouth during that. So yeah, it was a problem. It was not maybe my best moment. So if we get in that sort of situation again, maybe a public place might not be the best place
ungood.
for me. So
We're at the Backstop Bar and Grill. This is Landmark Live. It's a production of your Platte County Landmark newspaper, and you can subscribe. What most people do, they go to Twitter and they look up the Fake Ned and they say, hey, the Fake Ned, how can I get a subscription to the Platte County?
that guy looks like he produces maybe 100 words
He's
of
a-
really
he-
fine content a month.
He never misses a deadline, I'll say that. Fake Ned has never missed a deadline. He always gets his column to us very early, and you go
6
online.
years in a row. 6 years running, right?
Oh, at least. You've been there more than that. And you go on there and you say, hey, Fake Ned, can I get the Fake Ned special on a Landmark subscription?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
And we do. What we do is you send us $29, we'll bring you the world, really, is what we do.
Yeah, and my contribution is that it's really a $28 subscription. And you ask for the Fake Ned discount, and you get they tack another dollar
that
on
will
it.
cost you money, actually.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
that's how we roll. As Andy
The
Reid
Fake
would
Ned
say.
special.
This,
Otherwise, you wake up in a bathtub in Europe,
missing your kidneys.
really,
And
coated
so-
in ice.
The ice is what saves your life, though, Chris. You know this.
Speaking of ice,
If it weren't for the ice, you would starve to death, really.
we should have more shows. Remember that show that we got drunk at?
Yes. That's been our most highly rated show, by the way. We did a show on the dangers of drinking and driving with the police officers, and they helped us through that. And really,
They guided us.
we got thousands and thousands of views, and everyone left happy, except for my Uber driver, I think.
Yeah, my Uber driver was not. It was-
So that show ended badly, but it went well while it was going on. So, Chris, any other thoughts on the game?
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about Super Bowl party, right?
Right.
What's your Super Bowl food that you got to have? You got to have like a go-to. not just a normal Sunday food, but you
Yeah.
gotta have something that you munch on, right?
I'm more of a chicken wings kind of a
Okay.
guy for on game day, that kind of thing. Though I can be talked into about anything, really.
Yeah.
I'm not that.
Are you the chef? on
Oh,
this,
no,
or
no,
are
we
you
leave
just
that- we
served
leave- yeah.
hand and foot there.
Yeah, absolutely. We usually
Be
have
careful.
We usually have our camera
It's a
girls.
long drive
Yeah,
home.
Yes. We're going to put Linda in charge of the food, and she might even. What's on the menu for Super Bowl Landmark Super Bowl party?
What do we
know?
got?
Haven't decided.
Okay, we don't know yet. So
Is it mix around, or is there like a standard that
We'll
you
probably
do?
do some chicken, maybe brisket.
brisket. Okay,
brisket.
I will say this: there's a very good chance that there's a Bloody Mary involved in the Super Bowl party.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about the commercials. Have you? How are the commercials?
No.
They killed Mr. Peanut, so I'm sure that's going to come back in some way, shape, or. Did you see this?
No.
They killed Mr. Peanut, right? The guy with the monocle, and
Oh,
the guy sells all the peanuts.
You're right.
They apparently killed him in a commercial the other day, and I'm sure it'll come back during the Super Bowl because that's usually when they start to plant these seeds. But
I had not heard this.
yeah, Mr. Peanut. So that's really the only thing I've kind of heard any buzz about. I would only assume that Patrick Mahomes might be in one or all of the Super Bowl commercials.
I certainly hope so.
Good
Now, listen,
grief.
let's talk about this. Why do so many people mispronounce his last name? The guy that
mispronounces his
the guy on Sports Radio 810 that does middays, and he always says Mahomes.
Mahomes.
It is
like there's
not.
an L in there.
It is not Mahomes. Yeah, come on, man. It's Mahomes. That makes me so. I can tell this irks you as well.
People have mispronounced my last name, Kamler.
How can they do that?
So frequently. They always like to put a B in there. So frequently that my brother, when he started his band, made it the Bob Cambler Band. He intentionally just
Because it looks like there's a
misspelled
letter
it.
missing? I
He
guess.
just leaned into the wave. So yeah, no, Mahomes.
Mahomes. Oh man, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard.
that's
Stop
gross.
saying Mahomes.
That's just Ivan Farley.
Yeah,
it's not. Well, what is that?
There's no
That's
L.
Not good.
I mean, you can squint, and there's still no L in there. It's Mahomes.
I mean-
it's like he's trying to say Priest Holmes and Patrick Mahomes. He's marrying the last names. No, it's Mahomes. There's no L in it.
Come on.
Come on.
Who's the new guy?
He's the new
That's
guy.
the new guy.
Yeah.
Well,
Jason
whatever.
Anderson.
Jason Anderson. Come on,
it's
Jason.
not Jason. It's not Mahomes.
Get your crap together,
Mahomes.
man.
No, Mahomes.
Patrick. Future Super Bowl MVP, Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes. I'm
Mahomes.
calling it now.
Yeah.
Right?
Super
Who's
Bowl
your
MVP?
Super Bowl MVP?
Oh, I think that's a good call.
it's got to be.
If the Chiefs win, it's almost guaranteed.
Yeah. Although, here's some food for thought. If they have 3 or more sacks, maybe it's Chris Jones.
Very. They don't typically give it to a defensive.
They
player.
don't. Maybe he's
But,
just all over it. Maybe he's just wearing Garoppolo like a skirt.
Maybe
And he's
so.
just, it's just crazy. I don't know. I think it's going to be Mahomes, personally. So.
Yeah. Now, if the 49ers win, who would you guess? Because Jimmy G is not really an impact player, shall we say.
You might have a better chance of one of the defensive guys.
Yes.
I forget their tight end's name. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Kittle.
Kittle's the tight end.
Yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of radio on satellite that says that he might be better than
Kelsey.
than Kelsey, but I think they're wrong, obviously. But they're both very, very good. They're great. They say that Kittle is maybe a better run blocker, and that Kelsey is obviously a better pass catcher. But yeah, I don't know. So that might be one. That'd be my choice for the.
It's a good
night.
thought. It's a good thought. How are we doing on time? We doing okay? Anybody got?
I
time?
mean, we're already setting internet records. So,
yeah, we are.
it's crazy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
We're good. Okay, I'll tell you what. Where are we again? We're at the Backstop Bar and Grill. We're on Cosby.
You want another one?
Yeah, we're great food. The Irish nachos. have
Irish
been made.
nachos. How about that?
Yes, Backstop Bar and Grill on Cosby, west of I-29 off 64th Street. Come on out.
We haven't. So, two things. One,
Yes.
speaking of the Backstop Bar and Grill, February 1st, our buddies at 610 Sports Radio are having a remote out here.
Really?
Yeah, they're having a big remote, pre-Super Bowl remote.
Awesome.
I think our buddy Jay Binkley, who's
Bink.
a Northland favorite.
Yes, he is.
I think if there were to be a second person with a statue in Parkville, I think that would be
Jay
Jay
Binkley?
Binkley.
Let's make it happen.
He's a fond member of the Backstop Bar and Grill Club.
Yes, he is.
And then our halftime show, we've got Jennifer Lopez
Oh, yeah.
and Shakira. Have you heard of this Shakira?
Yes.
She's
big
pretty.
fan. Big fan.
She's pretty.
Pretty little girl.
Yeah,
Yep,
she's
and,
she does the little thing with the makes the thing go
twirls and
shaky
stuff.
shaky.
Yeah, J-Lo's not bad. J-Lo's not
Man, it's a
bad.
tall drink of water is what I'm saying.
That's a good halftime show right there. That's a good halftime show. I'm looking forward to that
It'll
one.
put a little jingle in your jangle.
Now,
What I'm saying.
what was last year's? It was like Maroon 5 or something?
Yeah, it was
or
not
Coldplay
it
or
was not
something.
great. It was ever since Justin Timberlake ruined the Super Bowl halftime show for everybody.
Oh, you're blaming it on him. I thought it was Janet Jackson.
No, I mean, part of Janet Jackson ruined the Super Bowl,
Yeah,
but
well, she
only the one part.
She didn't know. That's where the phrase wardrobe malfunction became.
Do you have a favorite halftime show
No.
that you can recall?
I don't, actually. Do you?
Do this. Don't close our window on the Facebook, but open a new tab and search YouTube for Prince at the halftime show. I think his was the second best, but it was in the rain and he sang Purple Rain.
Purple Rain,
It was pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you're right.
My favorite, I actually like the Paul McCartney one when he did it. I know a lot of people probably weren't huge fans, but that was my favorite personally. But I mean, they've had the biggest stars in the world, and you don't get much bigger than Jennifer Lopez is. Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, it's true.
And Shakira.
That's a fair point.
It's going to be a lot of rump shaking
That's
on that.
going to be good. That's going to be like a Saturday night at the Cameler House right there. It's
Well,
like
I'm telling you what, it's or maybe a Tuesday night at the Thursday night at the Backstop Bar and Grill.
Yes, it is.
If you're lucky, it's a pretty long bar. I can
Yeah,
it's on top
long
of.
bar. Yeah, long bar. Speaking of that, hey, do you listen to this Sirius XM radio?
I do from time to time.
Have you checked out channel 204?
No.
Okay, it's VEASAN. It's the Vegas Sports and Information Network.
Oh.
And our old friend Brent Musburger is on there.
Yeah,
Brent
always has a little bit more of a rooting interest in some of these
Yes,
sports
he
games.
does. And he's on a station where all they do is talk sports betting the whole day. So you check that out, Sirius XM channel 204.
That's pretty serious sports
Yeah,
betting.
that's
That's more than $5 with your buddy.
Right. Interesting. And
Yeah, go ahead.
no, well, they have commercials on there all the time for Manscaped. You know, the Manscaped.
Oh, I'm
tools.
well
So,
aware of
yeah,
Manscaped.
So
Absolutely.
that's
Don't
always
ask me
interesting.
how.
Well, that's always interesting. So
Manscaping?
you'll want to hear Brent read the commercials. for Manscaped.
I was going to say,
Yeah,
does
he reads
Brent
them
have
himself.
to do the live
Yeah,
reads for
Yeah, he does.
friends. If you are really, really hairy down there, why don't
it's
you
good.
just whatever?
It's good. It's worth the price of your
I'm
subscription.
gonna have to turn that on.
Yeah.
Brent Musburger, and he doesn't broadcast anymore because he kind of went all in on this gambling thing, right?
Yeah.
But he was always great because you really wanted to watch him during a blowout,
Right.
because he would be openly rooting for a cover or a backdoor cover or
the over. Or,
and you could be watching. He always did the West Coast games, so he'd be USC and Oregon when it's Oregon's up by 35, and he's like stick around, folks. You never know what might happen in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
So.
and he would sometimes reference my guys in the desert, and so he does a show.
My buddy Ernie out in the desert.
He does a show on this 204, and he calls it "My Guys in the Desert."
Oh,
And
that's
so
fantastic.
you've got to tune
I
into
gotta
that.
check that
Oh
out.
yeah,
That's
you got
great.
to. You got to. I'm learning you something tonight. So
I've learned many things.
Sure.
I've learned the temperature of glasses.
Minus
I've learned
three.
about Brent,
Minus three
Brent
mugs.
Musburger.
Mhm.
Yeah.
-3 mugs out here at the Backstop Bar and Grill. We are Landmark Live, a production of the Platte County Landmark newspaper. You'll want to get a subscription, right, Chris?
Yes.
I mean, you do. Just call us up,
I'll tell you what,
816-858-0363.
Who took the picture on the cover this week of a
Oh,
Union
that was our old buddy Zach Pixler.
Yeah, that was an outstanding photograph, and it was very cool. Right above the fold, picture of Union Station, Chiefs logo, all in red. Have you driven by downtown at night the
I
last,
have
last
not.
week
I've
or
just
so?
been looking at
very,
Zach's
very
picture.
cool. No, I drove past, and the columns are in red. The Kauffman Center is in red. All of the skyscrapers are in red. It is very, very cool.
Beautiful. Might do that. I might go down there tomorrow night.
We got,
check that out.
you might say we got Super Bowl feast.
We do. We got the fever.
Your shirt's giving me
Well,
Super Bowl fever.
it is
Some sort, making me feel some sort of way.
it's got me excited.
I'll bet it does.
This shirt, you can't get them anymore, guys. I'm sorry, I bought the only one.
They
I
burned
bought the only one.
They burned the pattern.
I will
after
be.
this one.
I will be. What I'm going to do is autograph this and sell it on eBay later, and all money
Well,
goes to.
I'll buy it.
All-
I
well, I was gonna say all the
$3.
All the money goes to pay your salary.
That's right.
So,
Well, there you go. I'll
there-
just give it right back to myself.
Hey, join us again next week. We might have another show.
We might. I
We've
mean,
got
it's
time.
Super Bowl week, so
Yeah.
you gotta go crazy.
Yeah, we'll try to have another show in advance of the Super Bowl. Tune in, Black County Landmark. Chris, you got anything else to say
No, I'm
tonight?
set. Go Chiefs. This is going to be a fun week, guys.
It
Enjoy
is.
this. It may never happen again for 50 years.
Exactly. I do want to emphasize that. Enjoy every moment of this. Guys, it's been 50 years. It might never come again in our lifetime. It's probably not going to come again in my lifetime. I waited 50 years for this. Can you believe I was 6 years old the last time this happened, Chris? Were you even born yet?
I was not.
See? That's how few and far between these Chiefs Super Bowl appearances are. So enjoy every moment. Watch every moment of the national coverage. Watch every moment of that Super Bowl pregame show. You'll love it.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes, not Mahomes.
Not Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Come on, Anderson. Let's go.
Mahomes. Okay, we'll see if Mahomes can pull this out for Jason.
Go
All right,
Chiefs.
guys. See you later.